So, welcome. I am joined today by Garth Howat. Garth is the founder of Baanx, and Baanx is a very interesting project, and I would like to welcome Garth. Thanks for joining us, Garth.
Hi, Ike. How are you?
Doing well. So, Garth, I'd like to start by giving us a short pitch, 1 to 2 minutes. What is Baanx?
Yes. So Baanx is releasing cutting-edge products directly to the marketplace. We're reaching consumers with a number of key products that haven't been done before. We're also launching a decentralized ownership structure for new brands to share bank licenses on our system. Baanx is solving growing problems that are encountered through the lack of access to blockchain products. We're also coping with increased demand for using cryptocurrency in everyday banking within the EU, Asia, later the US. So we're delivering products that solve pain by making things faster, cheaper, and better. Effectively, we already have online lending sites that are part of the Baanx ICO group. So an existing group of UK companies. We've delivered millions of loans in the UK. We have an FCA licensed entity. We've been using AI and automation to improve the customer journey and effectively keep operational costs low for users. So now we're bringing out those crypto products, as I mentioned.
Okay, so there was quite a lot of information. So I'm trying to wrap my head around it.
Okay.
So as I understand, you are providing some of your own products, and on the other hand, you're also providing a platform. Is that correct?
That's right, yes.
Okay, and in terms of the own products you're providing, you were talking about landing, and you were also talking about some other products you are launching. So could you tell us about which products you are going to include in the banking service and what products you are launching?
Yes, we're bringing out highly secure wallets with cryptocurrency balances. They're insured against hacking, insured against many types of non-fault loss. In effect, we'll be acting as a trustee as well for other cryptocurrency ventures in the future. So in this space, we're the first in the market. We have a crypto payments product. We're bringing out a price lock hedge product. So you don't have to sell your cryptocurrency, if you don't want to. In effect, you can lock the price when you want to do so. So, it's really important to be able to do that, I think. In terms of crypto payments, you'll be able to use that online and in shops on your mobile with virtual card integration into Apple Pay and Android Pay. So those are the key ones.
Okay, so it's a wallet, it's a payment, and what else? Sorry.
In crypto insurance on the
insurance. Right.
We're also going to be bringing out an exchange, but
okay,
that will be slowly after the first two products. So it's slightly later in the development schedule at the moment.
All right, so this is already just those products, 4 products. You're talking about the insurance, the payment solution, the wallet, the exchange.
Yes.
I already mentioned a little bit the differentiating factors. So for the wallet, you mentioned that it was very secure and that there was an insurance. So could you tell us for each of those products, what is the current status and what is the differentiating factor one by one? So wallet, with insurance, payment solution, and exchange.
Yeah. So with the wallet, that's very much almost ready. It's in testing at the moment, doing very well. With the crypto payments system, that's in development, and it's a good system effectively. So what we're doing is the product uses a virtual card. It allows you to choose any of the cryptocurrency or fiat currencies you have in your mobile platform. So you can effectively make payments using cryptocurrency, which is obviously a really important thing to do to drive it into everyday use. So low fees. We transfer cryptocurrency into the local fiat equivalent, and that ensures the integration into current payment systems, because effectively right now, of course, most merchants and online merchants won't take cryptocurrency. So it's important that it does that for people to be able to use it properly. Those are the.
And okay, so payment solution, wallet. Status payment solution. So wallet, you mentioned it's close to being launched. Payment solution.
Yes. Yeah, so that's in development, well underway.
Mm-hmm.
So
And finally, you mentioned exchange would be launched a little bit later, right?
Yes. So you're looking at the end of Q3, possibly start of Q4 2018. So slightly later in the year, but not a huge amount of time away, to be fair.
Okay. Now these are your own products. Now you mentioned also about loans, and you mentioned that you were operating a company before that already issued, I believe, more than 1 million in loans. So how? So this is going to be integrated in the ICO, and then you also will provide loans.
So how it's working is, in order to have an FCA license and to be able to operate, we have taken that lending organization that's already got an existing track record, and we're using that. We transferred it into the group, the Baanx group. We're using that to be able to apply and get other licenses to be able to operate throughout the EU, which is very important, and obviously later through Asia and later the US as well. So we're using that because you understand that obviously having an existing track record, having existing financial licenses and so on, it's an important thing to be able to grow the business quickly rather than just start again, blank sheet of paper. That's going to be tough. So that's why we transferred that in there. It gives we've got an existing track record in that. Now, initially, we won't be offering cryptocurrency loans or anything like that right away. That will be coming in 2019 as we roll out more products, including lending products as well. So,
okay, all right. So these are your own products, and as far as I understand, Baanx is not only about providing its own products, but you want to provide a platform for others to provide products. So could you explain us how this will work?
Yes, absolutely. So, Baanx is intending to be somewhat like the JP Morgan and Amazon relationship of financial services. So we're not just launching our own brands, but we'll be launching 100 new crypto financial services brands on the platform over the next 12 months. So you may know that JP Morgan manage the current Amazon credit card. Obviously, Amazon, they don't have their own license. They're not financially regulated. It's simply JP Morgan operating their credit card with the Amazon name on top of it. So they're also looking to release checking accounts and do various other bits and pieces as well in that market. But effectively, that's what Baanx does. We have our own products direct to market, but in order to create mass adoption and drive cryptocurrency and blockchain use into everyday life, we're allowing brands to put their name on top of our products. They share our Baanx licenses, and they're able to release those to their customers using their existing sales channels. So if you think about it, just one crypto bank can have an impact on the marketplace. It can drive a lot of products to customers. But 100 different brands, often existing businesses with followings and great track records already, a lot of people are looking to get into the cryptocurrency and blockchain marketplace. So this gives them that opportunity to do so and reach their customers.
All right. Okay. So I think I understand better what you do. So you have your own products. You have also a platform where you want to offer 100 brands or more the possibility to launch their own products. They would be offered by you. And your own products that you're launching soon would be the wallet, the payment solution, the wallet with the insurance, and a bit later the exchange. So, and then in the future, you also will have loan products. So now I'd like to ask you a bit about the team. I read that the team has more than 100 years of experience combined in the fintech industry. So tell us a bit about your background and the background of the rest of the team.
Of course. So I was working in financial services, headhunting and consulting. So I launched my first business at 25. I've done since then done various other ventures as well. I launched Optimal Search with the consumer lending sites in 2014. We've focused on things like the auto lending market, financial services licensed business. So in 2015, 2016, basically realized that crypto and the blockchain sector is going to be the kind of major emerging sector. It's an absolutely massive opportunity. So effectively moved into that area. So moving forwards, So the team has worked at places like JP Morgan, Commerce Bank, MasterCard, around 90 different banks worldwide, actually, all put together. So we've got Sean Sallow, so working with him for quite some time now. So he's got a huge background in mobile banking security. He's delivered actually the first e-wallet project in Korea for MasterCard. I think that was in 1999. So he's had a very long and successful career as an entrepreneur, working with mobile banking application market leaders. He's great. Obviously, he's the COO on this. You've got John van der Vos. So he's got a lot of experience in compliance and FS markets, working in insurance firms, as well as consumer finance, obviously with Optimal Search and as part of the Baanx group as well. Mark Evans, he's worked with hedge funds, key banks. He's got a huge background. So he's the CFO with a crossover into compliance. We've got Chris, so he's the CTO. He's been the CTO of several US banks, so that's exceptionally useful. Delivering an amazing system and amazing products. So he's got lots of experience. He's worked with Bitcoin projects before. He started his own successful tech software house. We've got tech partners on the bank security side, who have been delivering products for key banks. I can't name all of them. Delivering blockchain bank products as well, and highly secure systems with cold storage, multi-sig, all sorts of things like that. So, we've got, one of the key things we wanted to put together in the team was a real focus on security. One of the biggest issues at the moment is if you want cryptocurrency and blockchain to be used in everyday life by people, they need to be able to trust it like they can a traditional bank. So you need a team who deliver security for traditional banks in the right way. And, obviously the insurance for that crypto balance, so people know it's going to be there tomorrow, and there's somebody to go to when or if ever there is an issue.
Okay, cool. So we have seen the concept of Baanx. We have seen the experienced team. So I would like to know a little bit about the future of Baanx. What is your 5-year vision for Baanx?
So in terms of the 5-year vision, the potential is we build an Amazon-style platform regarding in the financial services space, within the crypto financial services space in particular. We have a large number of blockchain products that we've released as part of our roadmap. And in 5 years, we have, in a shorter period of time, but in 5 years, we have over 100 brands on our platform. It's a fully licensed crypto bank, not just in the EU, but worldwide. We're able to share our bank licenses with all of those brands and new entrants in the market. We've incorporated all of our systems into with automation and AI, as we've been doing with other things. And we've created effectively the biggest and most efficient crypto bank network in the world with tens of millions of customers. And we've really reached a lot of people through all of our own products and those brands.
Okay, cool. So there's a big vision. Cool. Now, what I would like to know, if there is a big vision, there's obviously a huge market. There must have been other people trying to enter this market. So could you tell us about the competitors, or just mention the competitors and tell us how you are different from the competitors?
Of course, yes. So you've probably noticed other ICOs around crypto banks, such as Bankera, Crypterium. There's several others as well. So all of those are targeted on specific areas and becoming the future blockchain banks in the marketplace. Well, that's great, but they're one brand. And I think, as I mentioned earlier, you can reach so many people with one brand and one crypto bank. We will be 100 plus different brands, many of which have existing trusted customer followings. We're looking to reach tens of millions of people very quickly and engage people with those brands because they already have a great brand following and everything else. So that's the main difference in effect.
Okay, so you already kind of went into the next topic I wanted to ask you about, which is the marketing. How can you get more adoption of cryptocurrencies and get more customers for Baanx?
So first of all, running the ICO, that's a great opportunity to be able to market to people. It reaches a large number of people, and you're kind of utilizing your spend in the right way. So through that, and also the brands, the businesses, and the number of charities that we're already speaking with, and the ones that we will be releasing in the future, will have and do have existing customer bases. They have routes to market right now. So 100,000 sales a month, for example, in a mid-tier online brand. And so that route to market is in their point of sale. They're able to see their own crypto financial services products with their own brand. Customer uptake's very good due to loyalty to the brand and so on, and access to that marketing. So that's how we're approaching it, and that's how we expect, and we will be driving that mass adoption of these products and using cryptocurrency effectively in everyday banking and so on.
You have a very experienced team.
Yes.
And the opportunity and how you want to reach your customers. So what I would like to know now is, if investors want to invest, how can they do this? I understand there is a private pre-sale right now. So tell us about the timelines and tell us about what you see as a big investment opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. So at the moment, we're delivering a private pre-sale. Baanx is delivering very exciting products, many firsts in the market. We've got a group of businesses that are already delivered millions in loans in the UK with an FCA license that we're expanding across the entire of the EU. So, we're delivering fantastic products, but also the world's first crypto bank and crypto financial services network structure. So sharing bank licenses and products amongst new entrants in the market. The crypto bank market and opportunity is massive. I mean, currently there's 4 million daily users of crypto. That's rising to 600 million in the future. There's a $10 trillion market being created. So Baanx and the Baanx BXX token wants to be at the center of this growth. We believe we can be there with 100+ brands and really drive great demand across the network. So all those brands will use the Baanx BXX token. We've also a decentralized ownership structure, of course, because it's not just all owned by Baanx. New brands coming into the platform have ownership of their brands along with the Baanx network. I think people looking to buy the Baanx utility token, it's going to power all of those brands. It's going to share licenses with those brands forever, bring products into the market that's really needed. Supporting that Baanx BXX token will, obviously allow all that to happen and give a great opportunity as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Garth, you convinced me on the opportunity. You convinced me on the team. What I personally sometimes have problems with is the fact that in ICOs, there is not the traditional investor protection that you have in equity investment. So can you tell an investor who is interested in investing to give him some security on what's going to happen with the money, to make him feel protected, that this is not going to be a scam? And the reason I'm asking this is because there's so much scams going on. There are people that are raising money with ICOs, and then they're using this money for their own personal purposes without putting all this money to use in the company. So do you have any way to assure investors that this is not going to happen?
Yes. I mean, first of all, I'd just like to say that we've been FCA licensed, so that means we've been credit checked, criminal record checked. We've got no CCJs or bankruptcies, etc. Our funds are secured in cold storage as much as possible. We're putting a large proportion of the funds into escrow, so that's in order to finance the licenses and in order to proof of funds for further license acquisition and expansion. Already existing business. We're not going anywhere. We're already here. You can see I'm in the office now. We'll be having PwC audit our accounts. We'll make this public to the market at key times when it's appropriate. So we're going to be very transparent in the way we operate the business. We're also speaking to institutional investors. So they will. So one in particular is looking to be coming on board. So obviously they're going to have a vested interest in delivering this project correctly. So purchasers' funds are kind of utilised. Well, they're definitely utilised in a secure manner. So.
Okay. All right. Cool. So yeah, I mean, I think I have no further questions. So it seems like a good opportunity. You explained that there is protection for the investors. So I'd like to give you the opportunity in the final 2 minutes to explain to the audience why this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and why they should invest in Baanx.
Yes. So, as we talked about, we're delivering some really exciting products. Many of them are first in the market. The crypto insurance, the price lock on your wallet, the crypto payments and exchange have unique functionality as well. So, we've got a group of businesses within the ICO group, delivered millions in loans. In terms of the future, we're the world's first crypto bank and crypto financial services network. We'll be sharing licenses and delivering, 100 brands within the first 12 months post ICO. So the potential for that growth is absolutely massive. I really hope that people would be interested in seeing a decentralized ownership structure, allowing new brands to enter the market, creating a decentralized network, one that can really reach and drive cryptocurrencies into everyday life, everyday banking in a secure way that people can get on board with. So. Yeah, so that's
great. Sounds great, Garth. Thank you
thanks.
So much for your time. I really appreciate it. I think you have a great project, and all the best for the upcoming ICO.
Thank you, Ike. I really appreciate it.